Ladies and gentlemen, strap in for another electrifying edition of NFL Spotlight, where the gridiron gods test the mighty, and legends are forged in the fire of primetime battles. I'm your host, fired up as ever, and tonight's question burning hotter than the Gillette Stadium tailgate. Can the New England Patriots, sitting pretty at 11-3 and clinging to that AFC East lead over the Bills, bounce back from their heartbreaker loss to Buffalo and clinch a playoff spot against a desperate 7-7 Baltimore Ravens squad on Sunday Night Football at M&T Bank Stadium? Or will Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry bulldoze their way to keeping Baltimore's faint playoff dreams alive? And over in the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles just punched their ticket to the postseason with a gritty 29-18 divisional dub over the Commanders yesterday, clinching back-to-back NFC East crowns for the first time in 21 years, echoing that underdog magic from Super Bowl 52. Folks, with 3 weeks left, the playoff race is a powder keg, and our Eagles and Pats are right in the thick of it. Let's break it all down. First up, the main event. 3 keys to victory for the Patriots against those Ravens, straight from the Foxborough War Room. The Pats enter this primetime clash at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, hungry for win number 12 after that gut-wrenching 35-31 collapse against the Bills snapped a 10-game winning streak where they blew a 21-0 lead, exposing some run defense cracks. New England's historical edge? They lead the all-time series 11-5, including playoff thrillers like the 23-20 AFC Championship squeaker in 2012 after Billy Cundiff's infamous missed field goal. But Baltimore's won the last 2 regular season tilts, including a 37-26 beatdown in 2022, where Lamar lit M up for 4 passing TDs. Coach Mike Vrabel, yep, the 3-time Super Bowl champ is a Pat, who coached Derrick Henry for 6 years in Tennessee, knows this foe inside out. We've got to prepare for that ground and pound like our lives depend on it, Vrabel said this week, per reports. And with Pat's injuries piling up, questionable tags on DT Christian Barmore knee, CB's Carlton Davis 3, hip, and Marcus Jones knee, LB Harold Landry knee. Depth is everything against a Ravens rush attack that's 3rd in the league at 146.2 yards per game, 6th in EPA per rush, and 2nd in explosive runs at 12.3%. Key number 3, stuffing the run. Baltimore's ground game is a beast. Derrick Henry just bulldozed 100 yards last week, his 5th 100-yard outing, averaging 5.2 yards per carry league-wide. Since Week 11, Pats rank 30th in run EPA, 31st in success rate, 24th in yards per attempt. Vrabel's familiarity? Gold. Mike knows where Derrick likes to hit the hole, says ex-Titan scout chatter. Pats must stack the box, get 8 in the box early, and lean on Christian Barmore, full go earlier, but now questionable, and that resilient line echoing Vince Wilfork's interior dominance from the dynasty days. Ramondre Stevenson and the Pats' run game, top 10 scoring offense, need to counter with clock control. They've rushed for 246 yards lately, perfect against Ravens who rank middling versus the run this year. Key number 2, secondary sales smooth against Baltimore's coverage schemes. Ravens mix man coverage, 9th in man rate at 32.8% since Week 6, with blitz-heavy pressures, one of the NFL's highest planned pressure rates. With Pats DC Terrell Williams nursing an injury, linebackers coach Zach Core calls the shots. Drake Maye, the 3rd overall stud from UNC, turning heads in his MVP-caliber sophomore leap, top efficiency QB per advanced metrics, must exploit that. Maye's arm talent and legs, hurting Ravens' pressure woes, shine. Pat's offense top 10 scoring, 27.3 PPG, 241.8 passing YPG. But secondary holes without Davis, veteran savvy from Detroit trade, and Jones, punt returner 2, Charles Woods, Miles Battle, or rookie Kobe Minor step up. Drake's got that Patriot poise, reminds me of young Brady dodging rushes, says fictional Pats legend Matthew Judon. Key number 1, when the clutch moments. Pats control their AFC East destiny. 1-game lead over 11-4 Bills and playoff fate. A win clinches their first postseason since 2021. Ravens? Must win to chase Pittsburgh 8-6, or playoff odds crater below 40%. Lamar, two-time MVP, dealing with nagging injuries but shredded Cincy for 150 yards, 2 TDs last week, 24-0 shutout. Pat's blue coverage and run fits versus Bills, can't repeat. Vrabel's turn the page mantra post loss, pure dynasty DNA. Stats say Pat 6-0 on road, 7-0 possible. Ravens 3-5 home, 5-9 ATS. ESPN experts lean Pats. Maldonado 28-23, Moody 24-21. Odds: Ravens minus 3.5, O/U 48, but undercashed 5 of 7 Ravens, 2 of 4 Pats. Now let's zoom to Philly, where the Eagles, 10-5 post-win, are soaring after manhandling Washington 29-18 at Northwest Stadium. Saquon Barkley erupted for 132 yards. Jalen Hurts efficient, TDs matching incompletions early. Defense under Vic Fangio number 1 in opponent completion percent, 51.5% since bye. Third in PPG allowed 14.3. Despite injuries, OT Lane Johnson foot out. DT Jalen Carter shoulder. Saquon limited. Philly's NFC East Kings again. First repeat since their 2001-2004 run. Lincoln Financial Field faithful roaring like Super Bowl 52. When Nick Foles' Philly special stunned Brady's Pats 41-33. Revenge from Exx's 24-21 Pats win. Hurts, dual threat phenom from Bama/OU. Cut sacks to under 20 from 38 last year. Feeding A.J. Brown, big versus Commander CBs. Devonta Smith, Barkley, 1. 500-plus pace like LaShawn McCoy prime. Defense: Josh Sweat, Darius Slay. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, channeling Reggie White's Minister of Defense, and Brian Dawkins, Weapon X hits. Rowdy Philly crowds make the Linc a fortress. Compare the beasts. Pats D allows 20 PPG, 6 total D. Eagles 18, top, 5 rush D. Both resilient. Pats post-dynasty, 6 rings. Brady comebacks like 28-3. Eagles underdogs forever. Rivalries versus Cowboys Dak. Giants Jones. Commanders Daniels out injured. Stats: Pats 8-6-1 ATS. Road Warriors. Eagles top, 5 rush. Barkley evoking Reggie White era terror. Injuries test both. Pats 4 starters questionable. Spillane's 97 tackles missed lately. Eagles sans Johnson/Carter, but depth like Milton Williams IR return vibes. Pop culture: Pats Deflategate to Eagles Invincible Vince Papale rags to riches. Current events: Eagles clinch knocks Cowboys, rivalry boiling. Pats win boosts versus Bills, Jets, Dolphins, and AFC East dogfight. Picture this sideline scoop. Fictional Vrabel post-practice. Henry's a freight train I coached, but our D's got that do-your-job fire from Belichick days. Drake will carve him up. We're clinching tonight. Pats fan at Gillette. 11-3 after that streak. Road Warriors like 04. Fly like Eagles. Now we're Patriots. 6 rings say we own primetime. Over in Philly, Hurts vibe. East is ours, back-to-back. Now playoffs at the Linc. Rowdy like Super Bowl run. Birds and Pats fans, this is your NFL heartbeat. Grit, glory, Super Bowl echoes. Pats Nation, pack Gillette for watch parties. Eagles green blood. Chant EGLES from Brazil to the Linc. Tune in NBC/Peacock for Pats Ravens fireworks. Will Maye outdo Lamar? Eagles, rest up for Week 17 Cowboys bloodbath. Follow for updates, hit comments. Pats cover plus 3.5. Eagles rematch Pats in Super Bowl. Until next, keep the faith. Fly Eagles fly. Stay patriotic. Do your job.